Ternyata begini guys cara pembuatan Samsung, HP Samsung di pabrik Korea seperti ini guys. Kita lihat sama-sama, keren kan? Ini hanya
During this
menggunakan mesin,
smartphone manufacturing video, I
tidak
will
sentuh
comment on what you see
manusia
and
sama
tell you
sekali.
interesting facts and other
Ini hanya
details about the
mengandalkan teknologi
processes
yang
and
canggih.
factories. So
Ini
for smartphones with
sentuhan-sentuhannya
specific rounded or
menggunakan
cylindrical parts,
robot.
CNC turning is used to
Ini
achieve a
pabriknya di
smooth
Korea.
finish. Polishing with abrasive compounds or buffing wheels further refines the surface, removing any minor machining marks. The manufacturing process you're watching right now takes place at Samsung's factory in South Korea. This facility is located near the city of Gumi. Samsung's factories in Gumi are fully equipped with automated assembly lines, using robotic arms to put together phone components. Precise robotic movements and automated test stations minimize human error and ensure consistent product quality. Advanced vision systems and sensors are used to verify the proper alignment and placement of components. Throughout the assembly process, rigorous testing and quality assurance measures are implemented to verify the functionality and performance of each phone. In an AMOLED display, each pixel consists of organic compounds that emit light when an electric current is applied.
Wow, keren.
Automated assembly equipment may be used to streamline the process and ensure consistency. The operation of these machines runs continuously, and in one shift that lasts for 8 hours, 3,000 units of Samsung Galaxy S23 and the same number of Samsung Flip mobile phones are produced on this assembly line. 9 of the 13 production lines are fully automated. In practice, this means that no human intervention is required from the preparation of printed circuit boards with printed connections to the placement of 10 telephone boxes in a shipping carton. Samsung hopes to have the remaining 4 lines automated by the end of this year. Hundreds of robotic arms ensure the gradual assembly. One places the printed circuit boards into the phone body, another inserts the display with incredible precision, another inserts the battery. Each printed circuit board assembly line is roughly 60 meters long and consists of around 30 fully automated machines, each with a clearly defined task. Once the board is finished, it goes through a very strict inspection process. Again, fully automated with the added benefit of Samsung's machine learning. One new Samsung mobile phone is produced here in this factory in just 40 minutes. Various modules and assemblies are manufactured separately, including the electronic camera module, display assembly, battery, and other functional units of the phone. This factory has produced over 950 million mobile phones since its inception. Samsung refers to the foldable display used in the Galaxy Fold as the Infinity Flex display. AMOLED displays typically have faster response times compared to LCDs, leading to smoother motion and reduced motion blur. In such phone displays, energy efficiency is key because only the lit pixels consume energy. The complex hinge mechanism allows smooth folding and unfolding of the phone, which contains several interconnected gears. Samsung's Galaxy Fold series represents a significant leap in smartphone technology, introducing a foldable main display. This unfolded display has a special protective layer that is a transparent polymer designed to protect the delicate underlying display.
Wow,
This production
keren.
complex was established in 1988 and employs approximately 9,000 people. However, the vast majority of them work on the development and operation of robotic machines. The actual production is handled by robotic arms and other machines, as you can see. If a fault is detected in almost 90% of cases, the machines can fix it themselves without human intervention. Fully automated robotic trolleys that move along tracks on the floor transport the finished mobiles to the next production steps. In all halls, by the way, not only temperature but also humidity and noise levels are constantly monitored. In total, Samsung has produced over 7 billion mobile phones worldwide. Anodizing is an electrolytic surface treatment of aluminum components that produces a hard and durable oxide surface. Such components are submerged in an electrolyte solution, typically sulfuric acid, and an electrical current is applied to form the aluminum oxide layer. Due to the porous nature of the oxide layer, the surface of the component
Wow.
is easy to paint
Keren.
and coat. During the manufacturing process of the Galaxy S23 Ultra, there is up to 25% recycled content in the front and back glass. Samsung's Gumi factory in South Korea plays an important role in its smartphone manufacturing strategy. Samsung collects aluminum scrap from various sources, including old phones, which is separated from other materials during the recycling process. Cleaned aluminum scrap is then transported to a smelter where it's loaded into a furnace, typically an electric arc furnace, for smelting. Specialized metal dies are used for stamping, which consist of a matching cavity and a punch with the shape of the desired phone part. Some parts of the phone may require additional functionality that cannot be achieved by pressing. Therefore, machining is used. This machine tool works with incredible precision. Moreover, it can work 24/7 without a break. These are computer-controlled machines with various cutting tools that can accurately remove material from the part being pressed. In the volume key and SIM card tray, a minimum of 30% of the aluminum by weight is from recovered scrap. Aluminum conducts heat well, which is crucial for dispersing heat generated by the phone's processor and other components. In this form, several hundred SIM card holders are created at once. The finished deliveries are then transported to the main production hall,
Wow.
where robotic
Keren.
arms insert them into the mobile phones. Now, this is ultra-thin glass manufacturing process. This ultra-thin glass is a proprietary material that can be folded hundreds of thousands of times while maintaining its durability and strength. Samsung shapes, cuts, and polishes each piece for maximum durability to ensure only the highest quality final product. Through Samsung's leadership and obsession with device craftsmanship, Galaxy Foldables are enhancing users' everyday lives with smartphones made for the modern era. The glass is only 25 micrometers thick, which is less than a human hair, and it has the same hardness across its entire surface. Samsung had the glass tested by Bureau Veritas, a certification agency based in France. As a result of the testing, the glass was able to withstand up to 300,000 bends. The company is working on a completely new type of durable glass that would be made as a composite and would completely protect not only the back but also the cameras. But now that the glass and almost the entire smartphone is made, let's look at making the packaging. In fact, Samsung has worked extremely hard to be eco-friendly and apply a high percentage of recycled material. In addition to reusing plastic and metal, Samsung also uses recycled materials such as paper in its packaging. After sorting, the paper is shredded and mixed with water to create a pulp mixture, using mechanical or chemical processes to break down the paper fibers. This clean pulp is spread out on a moving screen where the water drains away, leaving a thin layer of paper fibers to form paper sheets.
Wow. Keren.
Recycled paper can be used to produce a variety of packaging materials, including cardboard boxes, cardboard inserts, and packaging materials. Paper cuttings are then folded and cut along predetermined lines to form the structural elements of the packaging. Adhesives, such as water-based or solvent-based adhesives, are applied to the appropriate areas to secure the folded edges and seams of the packaging. As people move around with their phones in all sorts of places, one of the boxes in this factory is used to test sudden temperature changes and their effect on smartphone performance. But it's not just about phones here. A special robotic arm at one of the control stations, for example, takes the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro headphones out of the box and places them in the ears of a silicone human head over and over again. Another robot in turn simulates the movements of a human arm, which is used to verify the correct recognition of the Galaxy Watch 6 classic smartwatch activities. In this campus covers approximately 500,000 square meters and houses a cinema, fitness centers, restaurants, bars, and cafes. Approximately 2,000 employees at this factory in South Korea work on developing the phones. 3,000 of them are employed in production, and 3,200 workers go to this part of the factory where the smartphones are tested and then receive quality certification. Testing takes place across all phones, with new models going through the lab approximately 3 to 6 months before their official launch. Samsung tests the durability of the design, cameras, display panels, but also, for example, pairing with the car's infotainment, constant typing on the software keyboard, or using the S Pen on the display. Also impressive here is the facial recognition on 5 heads, differing not only in face shape, but also in skin color, or the verification of the biometric reader functions in the display using 150 different fingerprints. All operations are logged and the data is continuously evaluated. Once the battery is in the phone, special test software is run, which is also visible on the displays. Each piece produced goes through a series of checks during assembly, from fingerprints from display, charging, battery, bending, sound, and water resistance testing. This test factory is also home to a farm where hundreds of mobile phones are hooked up on shelves. Some of these are used by Samsung to test software updates for selected regions or to simulate product aging. At one station, robotic arms continuously open and close mobile phones. This tests their endurance. Another machine continuously pushes on the edges of the screen of an open mobile phone in a direction where heavy pressure on the joint could cause the phone to break. Here is also a pair of robots where one continuously drops a metal ball onto the phone screen from a height of about 45 centimeters, while the other drops the mobile phone under test from a height of 60 centimeters onto a hard surface. In this test lab, you can also observe a special aquarium in which about 20 switched-on mobile phones have been placed on a board and continuously immersed in water. Touch sensitivity tests measure the response of the screen to touch inputs in different areas of the display. In this section, the mobile phone endurance to impact. Here, the drop of a steel ball on the display is simulated. This test is to confirm that the display is sufficiently resistant even when the device is open. Around 19 million phones are produced here annually, 7% of Samsung's total production, most for the South Korean market. In this section, you will also find specialized machines with boxes in which several Flip 5 pieces are constantly bouncing due to the rotation, which is meant to simulate minor impacts. Water jet tests assess the smartphone's resistance to water jets or splashes, such as rain or accidental spills. If the mobile phone fails this test, it will of course stop working. However, this does not normally happen. Now, the mobile phones already manufactured are packed in boxes. Proper packaging is used as these phones will often travel to the other side of the world. And now you can compare the manufacturing processes at Samsung's factory